Welcome back, my amazing friends. Take a deep breath because this is not just another video. This is a journey to finally feel free. If you're holding on to something, a person, a memory, a mistake, a regret, a version of yourself, if your chest feels heavy, if your thoughts keep going back to the same pain again and again, then this video is for you. And if you are learning English, this video will help you too, because you're not just listening to words, you're listening to real emotions, real language, and real life. So while your heart heals, your English grows too. That's the power of emotional listening. Let me ask you something. Why is it so hard to let go? Why do we hold on to things that hurt us? Why do we keep checking the messages that were never replied to? Why do we replay the memories like old movies, even though they bring pain, not peace? Why do we stay in places that no longer welcome us? Why do we keep watering dead plants? It's because we believe letting go means losing. We believe it means failure, that we're weak if we walk away. But let me tell you the truth. Letting go is not weakness. Letting go is power. Letting go is peace. Letting go is love for yourself. This video is not about moving on in one day. This is about understanding the truth, the deep truth about why you hold on and how to finally let go. We will go through 7 emotional truths one by one, slowly, gently, honestly. Each one will help you let go of something that's been weighing on your heart. Maybe it's a past relationship. Maybe it's a version of yourself you miss. Maybe it's a mistake you can't forgive. Maybe it's something nobody even knows you're holding. Whatever it is, this is your space to finally breathe. You don't have to pretend here. You don't have to be strong here. You just have to be honest with yourself. So now, my friend, find a quiet space. Put your phone down, close your extra tabs, put on your headphones, and listen. Not just with your ears, but with your heart. Because this may be the most important thing you hear today. Not just for your English, but for your life. Let's begin. Chapter 1. You're not weak for letting go. Let's start with one of the biggest lies the world teaches us. If you let go, it means you're weak. If you walk away, you gave up. If you couldn't fix it, you failed. This is wrong. The truth is, letting go is not weakness, it's wisdom. It means you are brave enough to choose peace over chaos. You are holding a glass of water. It's not heavy at first, but if you hold it for 1 hour, your arm starts to hurt. Hold it for 6 hours and your shoulder goes numb. Hold it for 2 days and your whole body begins to shake. The weight didn't change, but your body is not meant to carry it forever. It's the same with pain, with memories, with people, with guilt. You think it's just a small thing, that you can handle it, but over time, it breaks you. And one day you must ask, why am I still holding this? For example, let me tell you about Mia. Mia was in a relationship for 4 years. She gave everything: time, love, energy. But the other person never gave her the same. She stayed thinking, maybe one day he'll change. Maybe he'll understand. Maybe if I try harder, love harder, forgive more. But he didn't change. Mia lost her spark. She stopped writing. She stopped meeting friends. She forgot who she was. Still, she stayed, until one day she looked in the mirror and didn't recognize herself. That's when she walked away. And guess what people said? You gave up. You're selfish. You should have tried more. But Mia wasn't weak. She was finally strong enough to stop breaking herself to fix someone else. That's what letting go means. Letting go is not saying that it didn't matter, or saying that you don't care, or erasing the past, or hating the other person. No, Letting go means you've decided to stop bleeding for what won't heal. You've decided to protect your peace. You've decided to love yourself even if they couldn't. You've decided to carry yourself, not your pain. Here's something powerful and simple. Write this sentence in your notebook or phone. I am not weak for letting go. I am wise. I am ready to heal. Say it out loud. Say it until you believe it. Let it become your shield. Because the world will try to shame you for walking away. But you know the truth. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is choosing yourself. And that, my friend, is the first step to freedom. Chapter 2. Not everything deserves a forever. Let's start with a sentence that sounds harsh, but will save your life. Not everything is meant to last forever. And that's okay. It's hard to hear, I know. Because we grow up believing that good things should stay, that people we love will never leave, that if something feels right once, it should feel right forever. But the truth is, some things, some people, some chapters are only meant to stay for a season. And the more we try to force forever, the more we destroy ourselves in the process. Letting go doesn't always mean someone was toxic. Sometimes they were amazing. They taught you something beautiful. They made you laugh, feel alive. But they don't fit the person you're becoming. You've outgrown the version of you that needed them. That's not cruelty, that's life. Why do we struggle so much to accept this? Because we confuse length with value. If it lasted 5 years, it must be forever. If we loved each other deeply, we can't walk away. But listen closely. Some short stories change your life more than long books. Some people enter your life only to teach you one lesson: self-respect, patience, forgiveness, boundaries. And when the lesson is done, their time ends. It's like seasons. You don't cry when summer ends. You don't scream at autumn for not staying. You understand seasons change. So why not relationships? Letting go doesn't erase the love. It honors it. You say, "Thank you for the chapter. It was beautiful." But the story must go on. Here's something powerful you can whisper to yourself. Just because it ended doesn't mean it failed. Not everything deserves a forever, but everything deserves peace. Letting go is not betrayal, it's honesty. You can't force forever where it doesn't belong. And you don't need to, because better things come when you finally make space. Chapter 3. Closure is a door. You must close it yourself. This chapter is painful, but it's necessary. Let me start by saying something raw and honest. Sometimes you will not get the apology. Sometimes they will not say sorry. They will not explain why they left. They will not answer your last message, and it will hurt like hell. But here's the truth. You do not need their permission to move on. Closure is not something they give you. It's something you give yourself. Because the human mind wants reasons, our brain hates unfinished stories. We want to hear, "I'm sorry I hurt you. It wasn't your fault. You were enough. Here's why I did what I did." But many people will never say those things. Not because you weren't worth it, but because they are not emotionally mature enough to give it. So what do? You close the door yourself. Write the goodbye they never gave you. Start with, "Dear name. Here's what I wanted to say." Write everything. Then delete it or burn it or keep it. It's not for them, it's for you. Stop searching for the perfect last word. You don't need one more text. The silence was the answer. Speak the truth out loud. They're gone. And that's okay. I don't need their permission to heal. If someone walked away without explaining, if someone broke your heart and pretended like it was nothing, you still matter. You still deserve healing. You still deserve peace. Their silence says more about them than you. And you're allowed to end the chapter even if they never did. Closure means you forgive them, not because they asked, but because you deserve peace. You stop begging for understanding and start giving that understanding to yourself. You stop saying, "Why didn't they?" and start saying, "I'm proud I survived it." Say to yourself, "I will not wait for someone who already left. I will not beg for closure. I am the closure, and I choose to set myself free." Chapter 4. You can love and still let go. This may be the most painful truth of all. You can love someone with your whole heart and still choose to let them go. Yes, love is powerful. Yes, love is rare. Yes, love is beautiful. But sometimes love is not enough, because we were raised with stories that said if you love someone, you fight for them forever. True love never ends. If it ends, it wasn't real. But that's not always true in real life. In real life, people change. Timings clash. Mental health declines. Needs shift. And sometimes, even if love exists, the relationship becomes a place of confusion, pain, or silence. Arav and Alina were deeply in love. The kind of love that feels electric. They wrote poems to each other. They dreamed of the same future. They believed they'd grow old together. But slowly, cracks began to show. Alina wanted stability. Arav wanted freedom. Alina wanted to settle. Arav was still chasing adventure. There were no fights, no betrayals, just distance. Just two people growing in different directions. They stayed, hoping love would fix everything. But staying started to hurt. They became versions of themselves they didn't like. Arav became cold. Alina became anxious. Until, one evening, sitting on a park bench, Arav said with tears in his eyes, "I still love you, but we're not making each other better anymore." And Alina whispered, "I know." They hugged for a long time, then walked away. They didn't stop loving each other. They just loved each other enough to stop hurting each other. That, too, is love. What letting go with love looks like. It's crying and releasing, not blaming and destroying. It's thanking the person, not erasing their memory. It's saying we mattered, even if it didn't last. It's choosing peace. Even when your heart still wants to stay, here's a truth many don't hear. You can still love someone and know they're not right for your future. You can carry love in your heart and not carry their presence in your life. You can love them and love yourself more. You're not cold for walking away. You're not fake for saying goodbye. You're not heartless for choosing peace. You're not wrong for protecting your growth. Sometimes the bravest kind of love is letting go without turning bitter. Say this with your hand on your chest. I still love what we had, but I love my peace more. I don't hate you. I'm just done hurting. I'm not letting go because I stopped caring. I'm letting go because I started caring about myself. That is not weakness. That is self-respect. That is emotional maturity. That is real strength. Let's go even deeper now, because sometimes you're not holding on to a person. You're holding on to a version of yourself, a mistake, a what if, a maybe one day, a dream that no longer fits your life, and you're wondering why you feel stuck. Why? Life feels heavy, why nothing is moving forward. It's because what you're holding is holding you back. Imagine your mind is like a backpack. Now, imagine placing a brick inside for every heavy thought you carry. I should have done better. Why didn't they love me back? I wasted so much time. What if I fail again? I'm not enough. Brick after brick after brick. You try to move forward in life, but the bag is crushing your back. And the truth is, you don't need more motivation. You don't need a new goal. You just need to drop the bag. Let go of the thoughts that are not helping you anymore. Because those thoughts are not protecting you. They're trapping you. A boy named Jack always wanted to be a musician. He played the guitar every day as a teen, but his father told him, music won't feed you. Be practical. So Ravi became an engineer. Years passed. He earned money, but inside he felt empty. He never picked up the guitar again. But every time he passed a music shop, his heart ached. He kept thinking, what if I had tried? What if I was brave? But those what ifs became chains, and slowly, those thoughts started to poison his confidence. Until one day, he stood in front of a small mirror and said, I didn't fail. I just changed. That dream was real, but it's not my dream now, and I don't need to carry the guilt anymore. He forgave himself, and that day, his chest felt lighter. Some of the pain you carry is pain you don't even need anymore, but you hold it because it became part of your identity. You became the one who got left, the one who failed, the one who missed their chance, the one who didn't get chosen, the one who used to be happy. But my friend, you can change that. You can say that happened, but it doesn't define me. I made mistakes, but I am not my mistakes. They left, but I stayed. I survived. Let go. Because you can't hold the future if your hands are full of the past. Here's something you can write in your notes or repeat every morning. I don't need to carry everything. Some of this weight is not mine anymore. I release what is no longer serving me. I forgive my past and I choose to move forward, lighter, freer, stronger. Chapter 6. Letting go is a daily practice, not a one-time event. Let's destroy one more myth. Letting go is something you do once and then you're free. No, letting go is not one big moment. It is 1,000 small choices you make every single day. You will let go of someone today and miss them tomorrow. You will say, I'm done tonight, but dream about them again next week. You will delete their number and still remember their voice in the middle of a song. You will throw away their gift and still look at old photos in secret. And that does not mean you're weak. It means you're human. Imagine a deep cut on your hand. You clean it, you cover it, it starts to heal. But sometimes it still hurts. Sometimes it itches. Sometimes if you bump it, it bleeds again. And that's okay. That's healing. That's letting go. Letting go means waking up and saying, I choose peace again today. Taking a deep breath when the memory shows up. Not texting them even though you want to. Reminding yourself, I deserve better. Choosing not to carry what is already gone. Not because it's easy, but because you love yourself enough to try again tomorrow. Letting go is not a final goodbye. It's a daily decision to choose peace over pain, again and again and again. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll wake up and breathe a little lighter. You'll laugh again. You'll love again. You'll become someone stronger, not because you never broke, but because you broke and still chose to live. That is letting go. Say this now, softly but firmly. Even if I think about it again tomorrow, I will still choose to let go again. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to show up for myself. One breath at a time. Take a deep breath because this is the most important truth of all. We often think letting go means we're losing something. I lost that relationship. I lost my old self. I lost the chance. I lost the dream. But what if I told you, you're not losing something, you're making space. Imagine your heart as a room right now. It's full of broken memories, toxic people, old pain, fear of the future, regret of the past, crushed dreams, and silent guilt. And you want happiness to enter. You want love, peace, freedom. But how can they come in when there is no space left to sit? Letting go means cleaning the room gently, slowly, one item at a time. You're not throwing your past in the trash. You're just making space for something better. Emma was a painter, but for 6 years, she didn't touch a brush. Why? Because every time she sat down to paint, her ex-boyfriend's voice echoed in her mind. You're not good enough. No one will care about your art. You're wasting time. She didn't even realize how much power she gave those words until one day she stood in front of a blank canvas and said, "That voice is gone. I don't need it in my room anymore." She painted. It was messy. It wasn't perfect, but it was hers, and it was the beginning of her freedom. Letting go isn't the end. It's the beginning. When you let go of who you thought you needed, you make space for who you're meant to become. When you let go of the story you wrote in your head, you make space for a story that's real. When you let go of noise, you make space for your inner voice. And when you let go of people who left, you make space for the ones who will truly stay. Say this to yourself now. I'm not losing. I'm clearing the way. I'm not giving up. I'm giving room to grow. I'm not broken. I'm becoming. I'm not empty. I'm being made new. Go to your mirror. Look into your own eyes and say, I'm proud of you for holding on when you had to, and for letting go now that it's time. Because now you're not just letting go, you're letting yourself begin again. And that is the most powerful thing in the world. Letting go is not the end of your story. It is the start of your healing. It is the birth of your new chapter. It is your permission to feel peace again. So breathe. You're not empty. You're ready. And if you're still here, listening quietly till the very end, then I want to say something just for you. I know you've been carrying so much. I know there are nights you don't talk about, memories you don't share, fears you fight alone, goodbyes you never got to say. But even now, in this moment, you're still here, still breathing, still trying. And that, my friend, is strength. Letting go is not easy, but you've just done something powerful. You didn't scroll past. You didn't run. You sat with the pain. You listened. You learned. You gave yourself a chance to heal. And that means you're not broken. You're becoming. So wherever you are in this world, I'm proud of you. Not because you're perfect, but because you're honest enough to feel and brave enough to let go. And I hope you'll remember this. You are not your past. You are not what left. You are not the mistake. You are what remains. And that is beautiful. If this touched your heart, if it helped you understand something or made you feel less alone, then know that this is a home for real people, real healing, and real transformation in. Simple English with deep emotion for every heart that needs it. Every week, I'll be right here creating stories, lessons, and powerful messages that help you not just learn, but grow through life. Until next time, take a deep breath, let go, and trust. Your next chapter is already waiting. You've got this, and I've got you always.